Welcome to your Cleveland Browns recap, where the undefeated Browns continue to dominate the AFC North and hold the top spot in the league. The Browns crushed the Steelers 35-0 in a commanding performance on the road. Shedeur Sanders was surgical, completing 13 of 16 passes for 172 yards and 4 touchdowns, showing why he's a frontrunner in the MVP conversation. On defense, Myles Garrett was relentless with 5 tackles and 4 sacks, completely disrupting Pittsburgh's offense. Harold Fannin Jr. added explosiveness with 4 catches, 43 yards, and 2 touchdowns, helping the Browns extend their perfect record to 13-0. Weekly honors note: Mike Cooper is also giving Cleveland a Defensive Player of the Week storyline. What does this dominant win mean for the team's momentum moving forward?
Hey Angie, it's huge for us. We're building confidence and staying focused on stacking wins as we push through the season.
How did your defense contribute to this shutout against the Steelers?
Yeah, Angie, our defense was relentless today. Myles really set the tone with those sacks, and we all just fed off that energy.
Jenny here with your Week 14 MVP race. At number 5, Darrell Montgomery for the Jaguars, 3,308 yards and 22 touchdowns. At number 4, Jackson Dart for the Giants, 3,638 yards and 33 touchdowns. At number 3, Justin Herbert for the Seahawks, 3,251 yards and 36 touchdowns. At number 2, Darren Pearman for the Rams, 3,649 yards and 38 touchdowns. And at number 1, Shedeur Sanders for the Browns, 3,858. Blowout or not, this 35-0 feels more like the Steelers' completely no-showing than the Browns proving they're some flawless juggernaut, especially when Quinshon Judkins and Eric Mabry were basically non-factors again.
No, this was Cleveland finally playing bully ball front to back, with Shedeur Sanders slicing them up on 13 of 16 for 4 touchdowns while Myles Garrett wrecked the game with 4 sacks.
We've seen this script the last few weeks. Shedeur shines, but the run game is just okay. A key receiver vanishes, and that thin—
Wow, coach. A stunning 35-0 shutout against the Steelers. What's your take?
Angela, that's dominating football. Shedeur Sanders is lighting it up, and Myles Garrett, he's an absolute beast on defense.
Right? But what's going on with Eric Mabry? He's been struggling lately.
Yeah, Mabry needs to step it up. And Quinshon Judkins? Not exactly making waves either.
In injury news, Brennan Jackson will miss at least 1 week with a minor setback, but on the bright side, Tyler Hernandez has returned to the active roster. The Browns also secured key extensions for Nick Cross, Trevin Wallace, Sean Jones, Gavin McFerrin, and Jalen Coker, locking in important pieces for their playoff push. Cleveland sits comfortably atop the AFC North with a flawless 13-0 record, well ahead of the Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals, all tied at 7-6. Their spot as the number 1 seed and power ranking leader in both offense and defense speaks volumes about their dominance this season. Welcome to your NFL playoff update. In the AFC, the Cleveland Browns are dominating with a perfect 13-0 record, followed by the Houston Texans at 10-3 and the New England Patriots at 9-4. Over in the NFC, the Los Angeles Rams lead with an impressive 11-2, trailed by the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, both at 9-4 and 8-5 respectively. Keep an eye on the Indianapolis Colts and the Green Bay Packers as they fight for a playoff spot. From Sanders' pinpoint passing to Garrett's sack fest, the Browns brought the heat all game. Harold Fannin Jr.'s 2 touchdown receptions were electrifying, and the defense's shutout effort sent a clear message: this Browns team is firing on all cylinders. Next week the Browns host the Jacksonville Jaguars, a team with a solid 7-6 record and a top 5 total offense. Watch for how Shedeur Sanders continues to lead the offense and how the Browns defense handles a tough matchup against Darrell Montgomery and Benji Hillman. Also, keep an eye on Brennan Jackson's potential return as Cleveland looks to clinch the division and keep their historic undefeated run alive. Another thing to watch next week is whether Eric Mabry bounces back after a quieter outing. Looking ahead, the Browns get Jacksonville Jaguars next. Jacksonville Jaguars comes in ranked 18 in the current power picture with a 7-6-0 record. The scouting board shows them at 5 in total offense, 23 in total defense, pass offense 4, Rush offense 14. Pass defense 23. Rush defense 23. On the rating side they check in at 88 overall. What to watch for? Darrell Montgomery at quarterback with 3,308 passing yards, 22 touchdowns, and 5 picks. Benji Hillman on the perimeter with 0 catches, 884 yards, and 4 scores. Rashawn Garrett anchoring the defense as a DT at 90 overall. That is the assignment heading into kickoff, and those are the names Cleveland has to answer. Get ready for a huge Week 15 showdown as the Browns aim to keep their perfect streak, handle Jacksonville's high-powered offense, and welcome back Brennan Jackson in a pivotal division-clinching game. Keep an eye on the roster note too. FS Nick Cross extended by Browns, new. See you next week for a season swing showdown with Jaguars.